Job Search Guide 1. Chapter 1. Notes from a Career Handbook. From California Department of Human Resources. Workforce Development Programs and Special Projects Division. Build relationships. Know your goals. What do you do well? Learn to articulate clearly with enthusiasm. Listen to others. Share your career goals. Seek others' opinions and collaboration. Respond to others when asked for help. Make friends. Don't gossip. Talk to everyone every once in a while. Don't rely too much on only one ally. Befriend others. Thank people. Give printed information career, or it can be a shorter. Be a mentor. Allow yourself to be mentored by a wiser person. Encourage action steps. Encourage innovation. Work hard. Take initiative. Networking notes. Networking is the art of building connections. If you read Niccolo Machiavelli's The Prince, a book about how to succeed by being evil but pretending you're good, he makes no bones about the fact that you ally with anyone who can help you in any way at all. It's not what you know, but who you know. People give people they know opportunities. It's that simple. Talk to people informally but also attend meetings, social functions, etc. Make comments on the company website or LinkedIn page. Inviting colleagues to lunch, coffee, etc. Tell people what you're looking to do. They might suggest something. Volunteer to work on projects. Create or join communities. Networking is two-way. Help and you will be helped. Share resources. Social networking to create a community of contacts. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Yahoo groups. Initiate widely, continue selectively. Follow up with the best prospects. Do not use an alias. Follow standard business etiquette. Bookmark favorite sites. Understand privacy settings for the software you are using. Connect to key people. Do not brown nose. Be helpful. Creating healthy work relationships. Take a middle ground between loner ambition versus team player. Do your share of work. Don't take from others for your benefit, like working extra overtime while they're waiting for you to close up. Clean up your mess in the bathroom and in the lunchroom. Don't suckhole your boss too much. If your boss is exploiting you, if you're a big company, you can justice. If not, you might have to quit. I read a book about bad bosses. In many cases, it's better to quit than stay with a loser. If you want to get ahead, take whatever courses your company offers, plus take courses at a community college. Many are online. Be a decent person over being a low-life Machiavellian. Other job notes. Proofread everything. Run spell check. Try not to be fake or overly bubbly. Be prepared for anything. Don't show up drunk or tired. Don't be a know-it-all or ask too many questions. Your best way to get ahead is have your coworkers speak highly of you. Listen actively. Speak clearly. Project enthusiasm. Avoid saying Dress in business attire. Bosses aren't stupid. They watch their workers. They like action, not empty talk. Be a team player. Don't get in people's faces. Control anger. If you need a smelly poop, try to do it at a nearby restaurant bathroom. People can be trivial, so stay cool. Try to stay inspired about your job. Write out career goals, then take action. Use your strengths, talents, and passion. Developing a career vision, but don't be too dreamy. It's okay to look for a better job while employed. Career change ideas. If your career is dying, take classes to begin a career change. Some career change considerations are family expectations and needs, peer pressures, societal expectations, childcare arrangements and cost, organizational changes, changes in field of work, financial difficulties. Fear of failure. Fear of success. Lack of motivation. Anxiety. Some questions to ask. What are my strengths? What are my moderate strengths? How would people describe me? What are my overdone strengths, things I'm good at, but not interested in? What are skills I should strengthen? Make a list of what comes naturally to you. Pick a career doing what you like doing that's useful. Get formal training, then a license. Make a transferable skills checklist. What skills do you have that are useful in the workplace? Discover your skills at seriousjobseeker.net/exercise/skills.php. Communication skills. Writing. Speaking. Presentation. Persuading. Selling. Dramatics. Negotiating. Marketing, public relations, and customer service skills. Socialese. Public relations. Customer service. Marketing and sales. Professional image. Performance improvement. Quantitative analysis skills. Computational speed. Work with numerical data. Solve quantitative problems. Computer skills. Analytical, research skills. Scientific curiosity. Research. Technical work. Technical reasoning motivation level. Mechanical reasoning. Spatial reasoning. Troubleshooting and problem solving. Creativity and innovation. Artistic. Creative or imaginative with ideas. Teaching, training, instructing. Counseling. Coaching. Project management. Leadership. Management and supervision. Planning. Organization. Detail management. Decision making. Outdoor work. Chapter 2. A Career Competency Guide. Career competencies at naceweb.org/career-readiness/competencies/career-readiness-defined. Career readiness core competencies prepare a person for success in the workplace. There are 8 major career readiness competencies. Career and self-development. Communication. Critical thinking. Equity and inclusion. Leadership. Professionalism. Teamwork. Technology. The talents employers most look for include: listening, 74%. Attention to detail, 70%. Effective communication, 69%. Critical thinking, 68%. Capable of learning quickly. Thinking critically. Technical skills. A list of career competencies at collegevaluesonline.com/liberal-arts-humanities. Communication. Creativity. Critical thinking. Interpersonal relations. Problem solving. Career competencies at livecareer.com/resources/careers/recent-grad/liberal-arts-degree-job-hunting-guide. Effective oral communication. Critical thinking and analytical reasoning. Ethical judgment and decision making. Ability to work in teams. Work independently. Prioritize tasks and manage time. Self-motivation. Come up with ideas and solutions. Effective written communication. Apply knowledge and skills. Give oral presentations on complex subjects. Read and analyze texts. Work on group projects. Write essays and research papers. Career competencies at snhu.edu/about-us/newsroom/2018/09/what-is-a-liberal-arts-degree, Southern New Hampshire University. Diversify your skill set. Build your personal brand. Think outside the box. Be flexible and creative. Eagerness to tackle uncharted areas. Ability to solve murky problems. Well-honed analytic methods. Awareness of group dynamics. Inspire and persuade others. Chapter 3. Job search is basic, be clean, energetic and act like the interviewer. Prepare for the informational interview. Develop a 30-second overview to introduce yourself, including your reasons for contacting this person. Plan open-ended questions to keep conversation flowing rather than questions that call for yes/no answers. 4. Conduct the informational interview. Phone or in person. Dress appropriately if in person, as you want to make a positive impression even though this is not a job interview. Restate that your objective is to get information and advice, not a job. Take notes if you like, ask for a business card, and ask for suggestions of other people to talk to. Possible questions. What is a typical day like for you? What are common entry-level jobs in this field? Can you tell me about your career journey, and what led you here? What are the rewards/challenges/frustrations of your work? What tips or advice do you have for a college student interested in this company/industry/line of work? What are the most important skills or qualities necessary to be a successful entry-level candidate at this field/in this industry? What steps should I take to prepare to enter this field? Where do you see growth or change in this industry? 5. Follow up. Send a thank you note within 1 to 2 days to express your appreciation. Keep in touch. Mention that you followed up on their advice and tell them how things are going. Job search strategy. Start early. Begin looking for summer internships and full-time jobs in the fall semester. Do not wait until the end of spring semester. Recruiting timelines vary by industry and career field, but many companies recruit most heavily in the fall and some positions are posted as early as August. Continue searching in spring semester, as employers also recruit in early to mid-spring semester. What type of work interests you most? Corporate, academic, research, nonprofit, etc. What career fields interests you? Technology, sciences, arts, environment, public policy, healthcare, etc. What are your goals for an internship? Look at internship/job listings that include full and part-time, on and off-campus internships and jobs in a wide range of career fields and locations. View upcoming events such as internship/career fairs, employer info sessions, career workshops. Most employers have a careers section featuring job and internship listings. Those that hire a lot of college students often have a separate section describing their campus recruiting process for both full-time and internship positions. LinkedIn.com, use the advanced search function to explore postings by criteria such as experience level, job function, industry, and location. Look up startup companies. Angel.co. Professional associations, association websites often provide job listings under a careers section. Search the Career Center website for the Career Fields section to explore professional associations by field. Research employers and industries of interest and get organized. Make sure to customize your resume and cover letter for each application. Career fairs. Career fairs give you a chance to explore organizations and career fields through conversations with employer representatives that include recruiters and hiring managers. Employers provide information about job and internship opportunities within their organizations. Print multiple copies of your resume. Make a good first impression with attire appropriate to your industry of your interest. Be flexible and talk to additional companies that you previously didn't consider. Ask them about upcoming events such as employer info sessions, coffee chats, or other employer-hosted campus events. Ask for business cards of employers for follow-up purposes and next steps. Take notes during the conversation or take a few moments to write notes before you speak with the next employer. You will speak with many employers and these notes will help you to write tailored follow-up messages. Questions to ask at a career or internship fair. What types of skills and experience are you seeking for this role? What type of training is available for entry-level staff? What advice would you give to someone who wants to break into this field? What is the hiring process like at your organization? Are there immediate openings in your organization? What jobs do you anticipate will open? What are the typical entry-level opportunities? What do you like most about your organization? What skills are most important for a position in this field? Considering my particular career interest, are there additional people in the organization I should contact? Can you describe the typical career path in your organization? Write descriptive phrases using action verbs on a resume. Write concise phrases to describe experiences that demonstrate your relevant skills. The accomplishments on your resume should ultimately be targeted to address an employer's needs. Do your best to place them in order of relevance with the most relevant information as close as possible to the top. A chronological resume is the most commonly used resume format. Listing your experience in reverse chronological order with the most recent experiences first. Achieved. Acted. Adapted. Addressed. Administered. Advised. Allocated. Analyzed. Appraised. Approved. Arbitrated. Arranged. Assembled. Assessed. Assigned. Assisted. Attained. Audited. Authored. Balanced. Budgeted. Built. Calculated. Calculated. Catalogued. Chaired. Clarified. 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 Classified. Coached. Coached. Collaborated. Collected. Collected. Communicated. Compiled. Computed. Computed. Conceptualized. Consolidated. Contracted. Convinced. Coordinated. Coordinated. Corresponded. Counseled. Created. Creative. Critiqued. Customized. Delegated. Demonstrated. Demystified. Designed. Designed. Developed. 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 Devised. Diagnosed. Diagnosed. Directed. 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 Dispatched. Drafted. Edited. Educated. Enabled. Encouraged. Engineered. Enlisted. Established. Evaluated. 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 Examined. Executed. Executed. Expanded. Expedited. Explained. Extracted. Fabricated. Facilitated. Facilitated. Familiarized. Fashioned. Financial. Forecasted. Formulated. Founded. Generated. Guided. Guided. Helping. Identified. Illustrated. Implemented. Improved. Increased. Influenced. Informed. Initiated. Inspected. Inspected. Instituted. Instructed. Integrated. Interpreted. Interpreted. Interviewed. Introduced. Invented. Investigated. Lectured. Maintained. Managed. Management. Marketed. Mediated. Moderated. Monitored. Motivated. Negotiated. Operated. Operated. Operationalized. Organized. 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 Oriented. Originated. Overhauled. Oversaw. Performed. Persuaded. Persuaded. Pioneered. Planned. 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 Prepared. Prioritized. Processed. Produced. Programmed. Projected. Promoted. Publicized. Purchased. Recommended. Reconciled. Recorded. Recruited. Reduced. Referred. Rehabilitated. Remodeled. Repaired. represented, research, researched, resolved, restored, retrieved, reviewed, reviewed, revitalized, scheduled, screened, set goals, shaped, solved, spearheaded, specified, spoke, stimulated, strengthened, summarized, supervised, surveyed, systematized, systematized, teaching, technical, trained, transformed, translated, upgraded, wrote. Attributes employers seek on candidate resumes: leadership, ability to work in a team, communication skills, problem-solving skills, strong work ethic, initiative, analytical/quantitative skills, flexibility/adaptability. Cover letters. A good cover letter should open with a compelling paragraph that tells a story and catches the reader's attention. Connect your experiences and qualifications with the desired qualifications of the employer. Include specific information about why you want to work for the employer and industry. Exemplify clear and concise writing skills with no grammar/spelling errors. Demonstrate your knowledge of the position and the company. Send the letter to a specific person whenever possible, otherwise, use "Dear Hiring Manager," "Dear Members of the Selection Committee," or "Dear Hiring Team." Analyze the job description carefully, review the position responsibilities and qualifications, and design your cover letter to match these as much as possible. Sometimes position listings are vague. Don't submit your cover letter until you have completed the following. Write an original targeted cover letter for each employer and position. State in the first sentence why you are writing and why you are interested. Show that your career goals are aligned with both the position and the organization. Make your points succinctly, every point should support your readiness to contribute. Proofread for typos and accuracy of contact information. Have another set of eyes review it, too. Run spell check before sending your final copy, but remember that it does not catch everything. Follow up with the employer if you hear nothing after 2 to 3 weeks. Inquire if any further information is needed and reiterate your interest. Be careful not to make your introduction long-winded or forget to include your job objective to cause confusion about what you're applying for. Forget to proofread your letter or use spell check. Write a great deal about your experiences without explaining why they are relevant. Do provide details that will let the employer know that you understand what their company does or what the job entails. Write more than one page, forcing employers to hunt for your qualifications. Explain what the employer can do for you, instead of what you can do for them. Send the same generic cover letter to all employers. The simplest way to lay out your cover letter is to align all text to the left. Not only is it simple, but it looks professional and polished. Your name, email, phone number, address, month, date, year, employer or HR manager's name, company name, employer, street address, city, state, zip code, dear Mr./Ms/Dr. Last name of addressee. Opening paragraph, state the position you are applying for, how you found out about it, and ask for consideration based on your skills and experiences you have to offer. Do not restate what's in your resume, rather expand upon a specific project or accomplishment. Convince the employer that you not only have the skills to do well at the job, but a vested interest in the company, the industry, and the work itself. Closing paragraph, restate your interest in this position and how your unique qualifications fit the position. Request an interview, or tell the reader that you will contact him/her soon in order to schedule a mutually convenient time to meet. Thank the reader for his/her time and consideration. Sincerely, type your name. The following is intended as a guide. Cover letters should be unique and original. Interviewing. It is normal to feel nervous about interviews. In fact, being a little nervous can motivate you to prepare and do your best. But worrying about being nervous usually just makes you more nervous. Try focusing instead on being self-confident. Getting a second-round interview means you are being considered seriously for a position. The employer will have a chance to gain a more complete picture of what you offer. They will also see how well you fit in with the company culture and with other team members. Begin preparing by reviewing how you did in your first interview. Which aspects did you handle well, and which did you struggle with? Use this information to plan what you will continue to do and what you will try to improve in the second one. Also, gather new information you can bring into the second interview by continuing to research the company and industry. Before the interview, confirm the date, time, location, and name of the person you should ask for when you arrive. Allow plenty of time to get to the interview site and arrive at least 10 minutes early. Make any necessary travel arrangements. If traveling out of the area, ask whether the company will make reservations for you. Keep any receipts. Some medium and large-sized companies may help with expenses. Try to find out in advance what the agenda will be and with whom you will be interviewing. Have ready extra copies of your resume, transcripts, references, and all employer forms that you have been asked to complete. Alert references that they may be contacted. Preparing for a phone or video interview. In a screening interview, an employer is generally looking for clear interest, a positive attitude, solid communication skills, and evidence that your qualifications and experience make you a good fit for the position. Schedule the interview for when you can give 100% of your attention and take the call in a quiet place with good reception/Wi-Fi. Be prepared with lists of points you want to make, your skills and accomplishments with specific examples, and questions to ask. Keep a copy of your resume and the position description nearby. Have your calendar available in case you need to set up another interview. Listen actively and avoid interrupting the interviewer, ask for clarification if you need it, and think out your responses before answering. Speak clearly and slowly enough so that the interviewer can understand you without difficulty. Project enthusiasm in your voice to show you are excited about the possibility of getting the position and appreciate being considered. Phone tips. Stand up during your phone interview, this will help with your energy. Show enthusiasm for the position, be sure to smile, it will come through in your voice. Avoid saying or you know. These fillers are more noticeable on the phone. Dress in business casual attire to help put you in an interview mindset. Have the company website open on your computer to reference. Video tips. Look directly at the camera, not the screen, to maintain eye contact with the interviewer. Dress from head to toe as though you were having an in-person interview. Pick a place with a neutral, uncluttered background. Run through a practice video interview with a friend to get used to the technology. Pay attention to your body language, maintain good posture and relax your shoulders. Turn off your cell phone, and do not chew gum. Be respectful to everyone. Job offers have been denied based on how applicants have treated administrative staff. When your interviewer comes into the waiting room and calls your name, walk toward that person with confidence, make eye contact, extend your hand for a handshake, and say, "Hello, I'm Joe Fresh." Do not put your belongings on the interview desk. If a panel interview is part of the second round interview, be sure to maintain eye contact with everyone on the panel as you answer questions. Be prepared to answer the same question several times since you will probably meet with several people over the course of the day. Stay enthusiastic and consistent in your responses. Remember that you are always being evaluated. In group activities and during meals, your ability to work with people and your fit in the organization are being assessed. Keep in mind that the interview is a two-way street. Be observant. What is the atmosphere like? Are employees friendly? Be sure to ask when you can expect to hear from the employer again. If you receive a verbal offer on the spot, it's usually better to think about the offer before accepting or declining. If you are not ready to make a decision, ask for written confirmation and tell the employer when you expect to make a decision. After the interview. Within 2 days of the interview, Send a thank you note/email to the person in charge of the interview process with copies to the others involved. Mention what you appreciated from the day's activities and reiterate your interest in the position and the organization. A week after sending the thank you, you may contact the employer to show your continued interest and ask if there is any additional information you can provide. If the employer does not respond within the expected time frame, you may phone or email the person who interviewed you to ask about your status. How you should dress will vary somewhat depending on the industry and specific company culture, but it's better to dress up than to be too casual. Unless otherwise directed, dress conservatively. Men should wear a dark suit and conservative tie. Women should wear a dark suit. Avoid mini skirts, trendy outfits, or loud colors. Make sure your clothes are cleaned and pressed. Wear dark polished conservative shoes with closed toe and heel. Men should wear long, dark socks and women should wear dark or nude colored nylons or trouser socks. Minimize jewelry, makeup, and fragrance. Women should wear no more than one pair of small earrings. Men and women should wear no additional body piercings. Style your hair neatly and keep it off your face. Types of interview questions. Tell me about yourself. Why are you interested in this position/industry/organization? What do you know about us? Why should we hire you? What can you offer us? Describe your ideal job. What are your greatest strengths and weaknesses? Tell me about an accomplishment that you are proud of. What have you learned from your failures? What motivates you to do good work? How do you prefer to be supervised? How would a former supervisor describe you? How about your friends? Why did you choose your major? Which classes did you enjoy most/least and why? What do you see yourself doing in 5 years? Do you plan to return to school for further education? What other positions are you interviewing for? When working on a team project, have you ever dealt with a strong disagreement among team members or a team member who didn't do their part? What did you do? Tell me about the most difficult or frustrating individual that you've ever had to work with and how you approached the situation. Tell me about a time when you had to be assertive. Communication skills. Tell me about a time when you had to present complex information. How did you get your point across? Describe a time when you used persuasion to convince someone to see things your way. Tell me about a time when you used written communication skills to convey an important point. Provide an example of when you had to go above and beyond the call of duty to get a job done. Tell me about a project you initiated. Creativity/innovation. Describe a time when you provided a creative solution to a problem. What is the most creative thing you have done? Leadership. Tell me about a time when you influenced the outcome of a project by taking a leadership role. Describe your leadership style and provide an example of a situation where you successfully led a group. Provide an example that demonstrates your ability to motivate others. Planning and organization. Tell me about an important goal of yours. How did you reach it? Describe a situation when you had many assignments or projects due at the same time. What steps did you take to finish them? Provide an example of what you've done when your time schedule or plan was upset by unforeseen circumstances. Flexibility. Describe a situation in which you overcame a personality conflict in order to get results. Describe a time where you were faced with issues that tested your coping skills. Describe a time when you received constructive criticism. Decision making. Provide an example of when you had to make a difficult decision. How did you approach it? What kinds of criteria did you use? Describe a time when you had to defend your decision. Summarize a situation where you had to locate relevant information, define key issues, and determine the steps to get a desired result. Describe steps you took, incorporating skills you employed. Focus on what you did as an individual rather than the group as a whole. Own your accomplishments. Quantify the results you achieved if possible and relate them, your skills, and actions to the organization's needs. Show up to interviews ready with several stories that demonstrate your relevant skills and accomplishments. Develop them by anticipating the skills that are important for the position and reviewing your past experiences. Accomplishments can be found in all parts of your life. While it is important to be honest about your experiences, you should also be cautious, and if possible, avoid discussing controversial topics during your interview. Before answering these types of questions, be sure to spend some time researching the company's culture to determine what would be an appropriate response, and if the employer is a good fit for your values, discuss what you gained from the experience rather than your personal beliefs or opinions. What are the best/most difficult aspects of working in this group/organization? What's the biggest challenge facing this group/organization right now? How would you describe the culture of this organization? What do you see as unique about your organization compared with your major competitors? What are your plans for expansion in terms of product lines, services, new branches, etc.? How would you describe this organization's management style? How are decisions made? What are some typical first-year assignments? How does this position fit into the overall organizational structure? Chapter 4. Pitching for a job or product. Original methods to get a job. Several years ago I read a book about how to break into the entertainment industry, which essentially said identify the few people who can give you the job you want, then do whatever you have to, including wacky things to get noticed enough to get an interview. One guy sent some manager a cute card every day saying it's coming, leaving it a mystery. Then on the fifth day, sent the guy his screenplay. Another guy had business cards made up that said free bottle of champagne to anyone who can get me an interview with JJ. Big Shot then stood in front of the building where JJ. Big Shot worked handing them out. JJ. Big Shot heard about it and gave the guy an interview saying anyone who had that much initiative must be a good worker. Some chick sent a nude picture around with her cover letter. She wanted to be a cocktail waitress. I'm not big on these tactics they sometimes call guerrilla job searching, because to me they seem demeaning, tacky, cheap, cheesy, take your pick of adjectives, but the thing is that they're now the buzz. They say they work. I was watching a so-called reality show which I think was scripted then acted out to look spontaneous. This one guy gets an interview with some big shot who disses him by reading his email on a big screen on the wall while the guy is talking to him. So the guy comes out and says Mr. Big Shot is a member of some horse stable where his kids go to ride horses. He's got kids too, so he'll join and befriend this guy, then get the big real estate contract he wants. In the next few scenes they show this guy going to the horse stable with his family, befriending this other guy with his family. It seemed like a big load of pretense to me, but you have to admit that in today's competitive world, you have to dream up roundabout ways to get a job or accomplish what you want. About 20 years ago, I was interviewed by a guy for a job. I saw him a few weeks later at the YMCA and asked him if he remembered me. He said no. That's how it is in the real world. Some guy you spend 7 minutes or more with doesn't even remember you 3 weeks later. Of course I believe your merits should speak for themselves and for you, but sometimes it's just not enough. Sometimes, just short of embarrassing yourself like the guy on YouTube.com who made the stupid video about himself as God's gift to the world, you have to think up alternative methods to get what you want. Be aware that these methods can easily backfire. You try a cheap stunt to get noticed with no backbone or substance to back it up, you're screwed. The guys at GoDaddy.com, which registers website names for $9 a year, knew they were the cheapest, but they weren't getting the market share because nobody knew they existed, so they made up some TV commercials with a busted broad and advertised them during the Super Bowl. Within a week, they gained 15 points of market share. The squeaky wheel gets the oil. Genius introverted nerds don't get noticed, so they miss out on the opportunities. Some people have a natural antipathy to gimmicks or pop culture stunts like me. I can't stand gimmicky people looking for attention. If your mark is a serious person, don't even try it. To my way of thinking, cuteness went out of style right after high school. You're not marketing the next rap group to a bunch of young people. You're selling yourself for a job or pitching a new product. Think twice before you try some offbeat method just because you read about it somewhere or saw it on YouTube.com. The best way to brand yourself as a stellar worker is through your work and personality. All employers want somebody impressive, not generic. Speak through your work and who you are. No means not today but maybe next week. Job hunting is simple. 1. Discover what you're really good at. 2. Culture it. 3. Identify the exact people and companies who can use your abilities. 4. Tell them and show them what you can do. The things all bosses look for are very basic. An upstanding person, no bull. You're there to work and not gossip or be frivolous. An honest person not looking to rip the company off any chance they get, even on time like sleeping on the job. A person who can speak clearly. A sociable, likable person. A person who can think on their feet enough to lead if necessary. Someone who loves the work or the action. Someone who can get along with everybody. Some TV journalism show did a study where they had a geeky introvert who had a good resume apply for the same jobs in the financial field, which is all about people contacts, and a likable, extrovert guy without much of a track record. He got the job offer way more than the other guy. It's about your look. Do you look passionate and inspired about life in general? Be innovative. Be sociable. If you have the guts to call managers cold to ask for an interview, your best chances to get past the secretary are before 9 o'clock and after 5 o'clock when she's gone and he might answer the phone. Try to get hired part-time, as a temp or as a consultant for a contract job. These are ways for managers to look at you. If they like what they see, they'll offer you a full-time job. The pitch for anything. They want a product with a huge market potential that's simple to understand. Be prepared. Be energetic. Believe and put your heart into it. Your level of passion will determine your level of success. Don't sell, tell the story. Don't oversell to the point of boredom. Act like you're not desperate, just confident. Never let people see you sweat. Study the competition. Learn about your field. Be prepared to answer any question. Look clean and neat. Don't be ruled by emotions. Be your own worst critic. Spot your own bullshit. Talk is cheap. Be a doer. Make people laugh. Be real. Be believable. Don't be over the top. You need clarity and focus. It has to be quick. It has to have an aha moment for the potential investor. Be ready for the hard questions like what exactly will the money I give you do to get you closer to your grand goal? Put yourself in the guy's spot. What questions would you ask? If you don't believe in it, it will show. Have a retail price for your product ready. Say your piece then leave the guy alone to think about it. If you try for overkill, you cheapen yourself. Don't come off like it's do or die. This guy is just one potential investor. You should believe in your product regardless of the opinions of others. Even if you get 1,000 rejections, if you believe, you must keep going. Chapter 5. Young people looking for work. If you go to college, use their career center. If you go to college, they have a career center where they have career aptitude tests, career fairs, career counselors to help you, internships, cooperative job programs, summer jobs in your field. If you use it wisely, you'll have a job set up at graduation. College Career Resource Centers. jobhunt.org/cppc.shtml, college and university career resource centers. rpi.edu/department/cdc/homepage.html, links to college career counseling centers. collegecenter.com. collegenet.com. College Placement Council Incorporated. naceweb.org. Umbrella organization for campus recruitment. Lots of career center websites at colleges. There is free career info at most college websites that anybody can use, even people who don't attend that university. For some, you need to type in your student number before you can enter to see the job database that they subscribe to for a fee. Many but not all have lists of job websites on them, at least for the local area. Most of them have interview, resume, and internship website lists on them for the local area. If you go to college, try to get some job information from the resource person in the department of your major. Every college in the country has a career center, each with its own unique knowledge about jobs and careers. Most have a career resource center for free on their college website, so that gives you at least 5,000 free online career centers to look at. Most colleges have a free career center for students with free career counselors on staff, kind of like the guidance counselors from high school. By signing up for one course, you get access to them, but you don't even have to be a student there to walk in, look around their literature, computer databases, and talk to a career counselor if you want. Remember, these days, people go to college at all ages, so you won't stick out. You will just look like another older student. NACEweb.org, National Association of Colleges and Employers. For college addresses, look through My Education book or try the following: careerservices.princeton.edu, aacc.edu/careers/careerservices.cfm, acccd.edu/nvc/areas/success/job.htm, acp.edu/studentscareers.html, Albany College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, EXP Career Zone. adminservices.clayton.edu/career, Clayton. acsu.buffalo.edu. career.fsu.edu, free career ebook. career.ukla.edu. careercenter.hanover.edu, Hanover. hamilton.edu/career center. montclair.edu/career services. stjohns.edu/services/career/students/links. ou.edu/career/students/internetjobsearch.html. uidaho.edu/career_services, University of Idaho. vanderbilt.edu/career, Vanderbilt. sc.edu/about/offices_and_division/career_center/student_services/index.php, free articles on job hunting. Job one-liner guide. Job one-liners/job tips 1. career.uark.edu/cdc/students/find jobs. Whether searching for a job or internship, the process is the same. The best searches involve a combination of networking and online job applications. Some statistics say that 80% of all positions are filled through networking, therefore, it is important to combine networking with your online applications. Some examples of this might include using LinkedIn to identify someone who works at a company you want to apply to and reaching out for an informational interview. Applying for positions with companies of interest before they are scheduled to be at a career fair, then at the fair introducing yourself, letting them know that you already applied. Conduct research for the company where a family friend works, then job shadow over the holidays and offer them your resume in case an internship or job becomes available. Identifying small to medium-sized companies in your area that do work you are interested in, reach out to those companies and request an internship or job. Job and internship searches are time-intensive processes. It is important to set realistic goals and expectations. Goal setting can help you move forward by taking the larger tasks of finding an experience and breaking it down into manageable pieces, i.e., I will apply to 2 experiences and ask for 1 informational interview by Friday of each week. Recognizing that searches take time, 3 to 6 months on average for a full-time job, will help you set realistic expectations and stay positive during the process. You need to interact. You must now apply extra zeal to your job search. Be bold when contacting employers. Entry-level job seekers are most successful when they do a series of small extraordinary things during the job search process. Look at the hidden job market as well as advertised posts. Around 20% of jobs are advertised, the other 80% are usually filled by word of mouth and networking. Start by asking family and friends. Widen your search by doing informational interviews with companies that you are interested in working with. Regularly review vacancies on Career Track. Work should be its own reward. Research potential employers. Read about job trends in specific careers. Identify specific organizations where you want to work. Employers report a 4-week window between job interviews and an offer. Choose a job you love that is in demand and you will never have to work a day in your life. Go to your local yellow pages, find all the businesses in the field you want to work in. Go to a printing shop that sells postcards. Get the same message put on the back of them that you're a hard-working person in that field that can help the business make more money because you're such a good worker. Send them in the mail. The qualities every employer looks for are honesty, trust morals, dependability, competence, productive, attitude, team player, friendly, easy to talk to, punctual. There are plenty of regional and job-specific sites that may be far better than the big job websites. Linkup.com, a free website, looks for hidden jobs posted only on corporate websites. Positions are generally filled before they get to the job posting stage. It's still all about who you know, networking in the real world and internet networking. Ask yourself some tough questions that will help you move on to success. If you're a boss, ask employees to write an assessment on you. If not, try to see yourself as others see you. Treat interviewing as a job. Dress the way you would if you were on the job. Nobody knows it all, including your bosses. Aside from your raw talent to do a job with a certain skill, the overriding feature of employability is your ability to get along with people in a friendly way. Beyond that, the employer looks at your track record, your record of past performance. To find a job, you have to prepare a resume, then research companies and recruiters. What you would like to do based on your interests and skills. Keep an open mind and look for potential career opportunities. Create job alerts on major job sites which automatically email you about new jobs. Look directly into the interviewer's eyes to make a human connection. Send your resume to the people you would most likely work for. Keep sentences concise in your resume. Your intention and perseverance will guide you. What the attitudes and values of the place you want to work for. Distill the essence of who you are and why you should be hired. You need a clear understanding of your identity and a good understanding of what's out there career-wise. Be prepared to work your way up the ladder. Work experience and temping are ways to get your foot in the door. Number of employees and office culture are areas you should look into when deciding on a job. Use the internet to find out all you can about the organization. Show the interviewer you made the effort to learn about the company. Check out your driver's record and credit history because some employers will do background checks. If your credit is bad, try to fix it. Do search engine searches on specific job titles and a location. Fold your hands during an interview. Keep them there. There are inexperienced interviewers. Go at their level. Don't be arrogant to them. Talk to friends and colleagues about possible openings. In general, your best bet is to work for the biggest company possible. Follow your instincts if a company doesn't feel right. Relocating for work is necessary if you want a good job now. How rare you and your skills are and how much your employer needs you is the way to calculate your worth in the job marketplace. Be ready with a specific salary level because chances are you will be asked, what do you think you're worth? You must show that you're valuable. Don't just ask what's in it for you. Ask what is expected of you exactly in the job. Job one-liners/job tips 2. Come off like you're willing to work and learn new things. Be willing to travel for a job. Contact recruiters in your field to get your name in for them to look for a job for you. It should be free. They get paid by the employer. Tailoring your CV for every specific job. Try to see things from the perspective of the employer. Unsolicited applications have to be done, but don't send out generic resumes. Get the names employers. Send a resume every month to the places in your local area. Get work experience by doing work at charities and nonprofit organizations. How do you separate yourself from the competition? Think of yourself as a salesperson selling yourself. Know what is on your driver's record and credit history if you know there will be a background check. Some guy said the guy that gets up early then goes to places in the morning asking for a job gets one. Keep your social media and internet presence sleek. Have no grammar or spelling mistakes. Dress cleanly. Find a mentor within a field or someone who can help you. Volunteer and intern. Don't lie. Be enlightened. Practice your craft. Sell yourself. Get your resume out there. Most e-resume boards are free. Go to career fairs. Find good references. The job search is your job. Cold call employers asking if there are job positions. When they say no, ask for the guy's email address so you can send him your resume to put on file. Keep your correspondence sleek. When addressing cover letters, try to address them to a person, not to the hiring office. Follow up on your interviews. Send a note thanking the interviewer for his or her time. Good jobs are not advertised. Almost everybody is looking for a great employee. An informational interview is an interview to learn about the field or company, not to ask for a job. If you lie on a resume, an employer might ask about it or check it. Join a professional organization in your field. Create a short professional email address. A resume should be easy to read. Put a phone number on a resume. Prepare a list of references who have given you permission. Have a few questions ready to ask interviewers. When job hunting, answer your phone in a professional manner. Do a phone interview in a quiet place. Dress one step up from what people usually wear. Don't overdress. Continue the job search. A lot of people have jobs. Very few people have careers they love. It's up to you. Success is the result of hard work. You can't control everything. You will make mistakes. You can recover from most. Most things happen slowly, not overnight. There are many paths to success. Help others because they will help you. Build good relationships. Don't hang around with laggards. The future always changes. Stay inspired about the job. Use failures as learning opportunities. Constantly network. Establish yourself so that the market comes to you. Job one-liners/job tips 3. These tips are mostly courtesy career.berkeley.edu/site/default/file/pdf/guide/entire guide.pdf. Download the ebook if it's still there. career.berkeley.edu. Plan and execute informational interviews for career exploration with professionals working in an industry you would like to know more about. One of the best ways to learn more about a job or industry is to talk to someone who is currently working in that industry or job. People you already know, even if they aren't in fields of interest to you, can lead you to people who are. This includes family, friends, peers, GSIs, professors, former employers/co-workers, etc. Search LinkedIn for professionals including alumni in a specific role, or in a specific industry you'd like to know more about.